we're just about ready to begin this game. Thomas More ends up kicking off first, so they'll get the ball in the second half. Brooks Curran swings the right leg, and this game has begun. That ball is going to bounce back in the end zone.
In his high school career at Manville High School in Texas, so he's a top-level quarterback at any level of college football.
Blackman was in the backfield with them already. Martin's going deep, and the throw is just out of the reach of his intended target.
These are the downs where Thomas More's defense has to do some work. That they got to get some pressure on Martin here on 3rd and long.
Now another look for Martin. Martin facing pressure, and the Thomas More defense is going to wrangle him in. Del Thomas was in there. In the backfield with him is Jaden Hall. 4 down linemen and a blitz coming. Hall on the delayed handoff. He's got some room to run. A very nice gain on 1st down of 13. Well, it's good to know definitely that there's some experience. Even though the age might not be there, there's at least some experience in this situation for Crone as he's going to lift one out to Kirch, who makes the catch. Oh, what a nice grab. Reaching out and making the grab. The elder kid.
Throw the ball a bunch tonight, so interesting to see how they make adjustments.
It's going to be Crone looking to Kirch on the flat. Kirch trying to get toward the end zone, but he's not quite able to make it. Run or pass on 3rd down. It's going to be Crone. Crone's going to keep it himself on the right side. Crone will get into the end zone. Thomas More takes the lead on a nice little run to the right side by Chase Crone.
Well, again, Chase Crone had...
Now facing 3rd and about 8 will be Martin. Another low snap for him. He quickly snaps one over the middle, and it's incomplete. Good job coming over the middle and knocking that ball down was Colton Reeves. Crone's 2 for 2 in his first drive with 35 yards. He's going to pitch it out to Jaden Hall on the left side, who's got a little bit of room to operate. He's going to be tackled after a gain of 5. That's a perfectly fine start for Thomas More in this drive.
Yeah, stay ahead of the sticks. That's going to be important because again, ideally, continue to establish the run, continue to burn the clock.
It's going to be Crone in the backfield again with Hall. It's going to be a play-action look. He's going to fire out to the right side. Intended target was Ish Moss. Crone takes the snap with 3 on the clock. He'll quickly fling it out to Hall, and Hall is going to be hit in the backfield and immediately tackled. So it will be roughing the passer.
Keep things alive, so it worked out well because the defense had that play sniffed out, but then the personal foul gives Thomas More a 1st down.
Jaden Hall goes right up the middle, really recruit them well and provide a nice athletic home for them as they've gone on to play longer in their career. As Crone, oh no, is going to be tackled right in the backfield. That's Tyrese Banks-Dorn, who's only played in 2 games so far, Matt, this season, but he has been explosive to say the least in those 2 matches. He has 4 touchdowns through 2 games. That's a pretty good number, as immediately they're going to go hurry up and pick up the 1st down.
Like the up-tempo here from Tiffin. Try to keep this defense off balance.
Another quick swing, and that's going to be a catch made and a very hard hit. Cole Schneider laying the boom.
At the time, they're just trying to play in chunks. Cole Schneider, by the way, another Cincinnati kid from LaSalle High School.
Now another run up the middle. Tackle.
Getting ready to run. Quick tempo here. Again, try to keep Thomas More's defense from getting set up.
Now another look, pressure coming. Good job by Martin to get rid of it. It's going to be caught by Banks-Dorn, and he's going to be dropped after a gain of 3 or 4. So again, going spread will be Tiffin. 2 receivers out to the left of Martin as he'll fling it over to the left. Oh, and a very easy little pitch and catch there. Javier Wills ends up coming up and making a nice play, and then we've got some extracurriculars, flags flying in late. To the right for Martin. We'll wait and see what they've got in store. It's going to be play action. He'll fling it over, and the catch was made. Oh, another nice little pitch and catch for the Dragons.
Use that aggression against them in the screen passes on both sides, and now you can maybe step back and get a throw or run the ball.
They ran it up the middle with Banks-Dorn. In the backfield with him is Gracek, as now Martin is running for his life, and he just has to fling it away. Thomas More's pressure was coming and coming quick. The one to fire it away. Kick is up, and the chip shot is good. You expect.
We'll see if Tiffin can try to take advantage of that youth up front.
It's going to be a handoff to Hall up the middle. And, Matt, I'm looking through my binoculars. Number 16 is not Chase Crone. They're
just going to probably end up rotating him in and out.
And we'll see exactly who, if anyone, can penetrate this Tiffin defense again. It seems like Mike Kirch is a pretty darn good target for both the quarterbacks as Scaff connects with him for a big-time 1st down. Shotgun formation. Thomas More looking deep. It'll be Scaff. Pressure's coming. Scaff able to break away one tackler and then ends up throwing it into the sideline of the Dragons. Intended target was Freddie Johnson, and we'll see if Thomas More's defense can maybe cause some trouble for Tiffin, standing in the shadow of their own end zone or goal. And oh man, that will be a safety. Thomas More just turning on the Jets and immediately gunning forward defensively. That's going to be Jaffiah Kennedy out of Lexington, Kentucky. Ends up pushing him out of bounds for the 2 points. 32 seconds here to go. It's going to be a handoff to Jaden Hall, and meeting him in the backfield and driving him backward. That was Barry Brown wrapping him up, Cincinnati kid out of Northwest High School.
The GMAC website as well, certainly a wealth of information. It's great to see, getting into a new conference, how well they kind of embrace all that.
Oh my, Chase Crone decides to run up the middle. I'm not sure if that was a design run, but Jesse Connell met him quick.
Try to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
And we'll see what Crone can do. He's going to fire to the flat well over the head of Jaden Hall. That's right. And Brady, you cut out real quick when you were saying who actually hosts it. You want to give Katie a shout out?
That is Katie Gilhooly. She is the communications director here at the GMAC. She working for Tom Dagger, our esteemed commissioner, who, of course, was the first guest on her podcast.
Blackman making a nice cutback and picking up 14 yards and a Tiffin first down.
Now another look, running to the outside will be Martin. Hey, he's got some legs. He can get all the way out to Thomas More territory, knocked out of bounds, let's say at the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Dragons on the Thomas More 40. It's going to be a handoff again. They're just hammering away at this Thomas More defense. It's Ronald Blackman. So now we'll go back to the Dragons, facing 2nd and 5. They'll go to the air. Quick pass over and caught for a first down. So on 1st and 10, we'll see Martin. Is he going to look deep? He is. He fires over the middle. Diving out and making the grab is the aforementioned Josh Lewis. And now tying the ball game at 9-9 are the Tiffin Dragons. Man, this first part of the game, Matt, has lived up to the billing. Back to it, 3rd and 9. Thomas More trailing by 1 point. Crone sends Kirch in motion. It's going to be Crone facing heavy pressure. He steps into one, fires over to the right side, and that's going to be an incomplete pass.
Controlling both the offense and defensive side. Let's see if Thomas Moore's special teams can help him out. Looks like they're coming after this one.
Here's Elgin Phillips. Oh, we've got a little fake. A pass that's going to be caught, but then immediately being tackled with Tanner Lawrence. And that's going to be a huge swing of momentum. Now Tiffin. Ooh, man, that's something that, you know, in the next life, Matt, I would not mind being a pit master, but not right now. Is now jumping forward and smoking the defense.
You know, are they going to think 4 downs here? Or are they going to get a short field goal? We'll see if they decide to run it here on 3rd and short this time.
They've got Banks Dorn in the backfield. They're going to throw to the flat. Making the catch is Tyrese Banks Dorn, his 5th touchdown of the year. This time it comes through the air, and Tiffin now has a 7-point lead. Stands Jaden Hall in the backfield. Scaff, 3-step drop, pressure coming, fires over the middle, and he's got his man. A nice catch made, and they're moving the chains. It worked out. And so we'll see what the Saints can do now. Quick throw over, caught this time by Preston Agee, who's going to be wrapped up.
The quarterback.
And now going spread. Oh, it's going to be maybe a design run up the middle, and immediately Hall settles in the backfield. Snap caught by Scaff. He's looking. Oh, and that's just miscommunication. Agee ends up hitting a little hitch route, comes right back to.
And now you need a big one here from Elgin Phillips.
And Elgin, whoa, no, it's going to be blocked. Looking to scoop this ball up and score. Who is it that comes up with it there? And it seems like they, Matt, are they going to do something similar to what we've seen the Philadelphia Eagles do in the tush push? Seems like it. Diving forward on the sneak. Is it successful?
Yes.
It is. Touchdown scored by Tiffin now officially. Remember, Tiffin trailed early on in this game 7-0, but it has been all Dragons until a missed extra point. So Woodfin, we talked about how good he's been all year. Thomas More back to it in the shotgun. And they're going to quickly throw one over the middle. That's a catch made. A nice little pitch and run. Crone facing pressure from the outside. He's got to get rid of it, and he does, but kind of to no man's land. Need 10 yards to move the chains. And the pressure again coming through. Crone over the middle. He's got his man. It's Anthony Grossnickel. Two receivers to the left of Crone. Crone, two-step drop, pressure coming, and oh no, that's going to be a hit high on the quarterback, I believe. Losing it was Crone. It'll be picked up by Tiffin, but Matt, I think this is going to be unnecessary roughness or roughing the passer. Only one at the top. That would be Brown. Crone going to take off and run and smothering him. Two receivers on the right of Crone, and he will roll out to his right. Needs to find someone. He will find no one. Will drive the kick. It's an end-over-end kick. That is no good. Wide left.
If you can get a big run and get a first down, then you can start taking some shots.
It'll be Martin. Martin fires to his left. It's intercepted. Oh, Christian Rice down the sideline. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds. That would be Brown. It'll be Crone. Stepping up in the pocket, he'll take off, flag down, and we might have another flag coming. We'll see. He ends up sliding and getting. So with that, Thomas More faces 2nd and 20. Not a good spot for the Saints at all on the 35 or 37-yard line. It's going to be Scraff that's in. He'll fire to the sideline. It's going to be incomplete within his price range. We'll see what Thomas More can do on 3rd and 20. Now stepping up and flinging over. Catch going to be made. We'll try to hit this one through. Snap and hold look good. The kick was tipped. Does it have enough still? It's off the upright and no good. But they'll have to get there first. 16 seconds here as Martin on the snap is facing heavy pressure. He's going to take off and run yet again, this time into Thomas More territory, and slides around the 41, 42-yard line. Martin again, 3 receivers to his right. They're going to just hand it off. It's going to be a run to the left side and pretty decent yardage, but then a flag coming in late. So Martin in the shotgun, standing at about the 35-yard line of Thomas More. And he'll take a 5-step drop and a little rollout. Now he'll heave one toward the end zone. It's going to be broken up. Great job soaring over.
You got to go with the guys you got dressed, and they're certainly giving it a good effort.
Thomas More needs 3 for a first down. Crone quickly will fling it out to the right. It's going to be caught. I believe that's Freddie Johnson who ends up making the grab. Goes from right to left and settles in. It'll be, it's late pitch, but Hall's able to make the grab, and he gets back to the original line of scrimmage. 3.5 tackles for loss is 21st best in the GMAC. So very good start to the year for him as Freddie Johnson's going to make the catch and immediately get smoked. What a run in by Raymond Jackson. See if Crone has enough time to find a man downfield. The fake handoff and a throw way away.
Or you can get a drive goal, but the one thing you don't want to have is another safety or worse.
And now Martin going to go from the shotgun. It's going to be a quick throw out to the flat. Caught there on the far side and rumbling his way.
Will Linkhart actually on that catch, the junior from Centerville High School in Dayton. Getting the first down and now can make some things happen.
And now breaking free and with some room is Blackman. Blackman into Thomas More territory before eventually being dropped.
He's got the speed to run away from you.
And then, even though he's out, they've still got another good thumper in the backfield. And Tyrese Banks-Dorn, who's able to get to the
left ankle. Looks like he'll be back.
Thank you, Brady. As that throw to the outside is going to be caught and getting dropped after.
Getting some outstanding kids, and that's why they're so good.
Is Kirk Herbstreit a Centerville guy? This is going to be a throw over the middle. We'll talk about that here in a second, as this is a touchdown for the Dragons. Catching right over the middle and strutting into the end zone, James Dean. A great name and a great catch. So here comes Chase Crone. 3 receivers to his right. He's going to look that way as he rolls to his right. Not a lot of time. He's going to fling it downfield for Freddie Johnson, and it's incomplete. Clock running with under 7 to go in the third quarter. 21-point game. It'll be a throw to the flat and a nice tackle made coming up. And
get your offense out there. Still got 6 minutes left here in the third quarter, and you're only down by 3 scores.
2 receivers to the right, and now racing up the middle and finding some space to scoot is Martin, and he's going to slide.
The fly and not give them a chance to breathe.
Another handoff up the middle. It's Blackman, and Blackman makes a man miss.
Happens when your team that you're working for is down 30-9 in the third quarter. However, as we'll let this play transpire here.
Oh man, and it's just being able to evade.
So you know how I was kind of older then. I was in my 20s at that point. But I just don't remember when they changed it to
That's
Saints.
picked. Oh, dear. No, he caught it. I thought for a minute it looked like Christian Rice grabbed that, but the receiver ripped it away from him.
Closer when you said blue.
Oh,
Let's
man,
let this one
that's
more
okay.
play transpire.
And it'll be a handoff. Oh, they fake the
no.
tush push, and around the edge is Blackman. He's going to make a man miss. It's Christian Rice who ends up wrapping him up, but that is a huge gain.
And it's in great shape. It's not like it's beat up and old. I mean, no reason to replace it just because your mascot changed 25 years ago, right?
Gray Sock ends up getting pushed right into the end zone. That's going to be a touchdown for Tiffin as they're pouring it on now, up 27. But yeah, Brady, that's a conversation we may have to have with.
We saw one of the games earlier this year where the team started with two quarterbacks at the beginning of the game and then just figured out which one was playing better and just went with that one. Maybe it's something like that.
30 plus compared to a loss by one is still a loss. It's not going to change. It shouldn't change the rest of your season, at least, as a big-time tackle coming in the backfield. Pulling up that sack is Zach McMinn.
4 yards of offense and 8 first downs in the quarter. And, again, you see why this Tiffin team is going to be one to be reckoned with for not only the rest of the GMAC season, but Thomas Moore's got the talent to get to this point, and it's just going to be a matter of putting it all together, getting everybody healthy, and continuing to grow as a unit until you can get to that spot.
Another catch made. This is, I believe, going to be pulled in by. It's going to be Martin in the backfield. 2-step drop, flings over the middle, and he's got his man. Lots of room to run. Eventually being dropped is Stoltz. As it's a first down with 11:20 in the clock running. Quick throw over to the outside, going to be caught by Muldowney. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of, let's say, 6 or so.
Better that day. They're just better. Like you might be able to do the things you want to do. You might feel like you didn't play a bad game. Sometimes your opponent is just that much better, and you've done all you can do in that day. And to me, I would just give it to my running back here and let him take the hit.
And now on the goal line, it's going to be a rushing touchdown. Yes, indeed. Kason Martin.
Dragon wave after that, basically, in all facets of the game.
Here's Crone again. And Crone just going to fling one over to Johnson, and Johnson cannot make the one-handed catch.
Hands as well, and maybe some other teams. But, tough night for the hometown team.
This is going to be a run from Graysock. Oh, my. He breaks one loose. He's at the 40. At the 30, it was all hooves and hind ends in front of the defender who ended up running him down eventually. 14 seconds to go. Well, the Saints aren't going to go marching on today. The loss is going to be handed to them by the Tiffin Dragons by a score of 47-9. Thomas More drops to 3-2 on the year. They're 2-1 in GMAC play, and the Tiffin Dragons receiving votes currently in Division II, but I'd imagine they're only going to go up, up, up from here. 5-0 now overall, 3-0 in conference play, and